Hello students, in this video I would like to teach chapter 1 page 1 to 4 of 11th standard computer science book. Topic Introduction to Computers. I am dividing this chapter into two halves. Part A Introduction, History of Computers and Generation of Computers, and Part B Components of Computers, which includes input devices, output devices, CPU, ALU and memory. Now let's get started. First we need to know what is a computer. A computer is an electronic device that accepts information and processes it to give required output. It has the ability to store, retrieve and process data. And we need to know two important terms, data and information. Data is the individual unit, raw data, and information is the processed data is information. That is, information is a group of data collectively carries a logical meaning. For example, for data, we can have the individual test score, that is test marks of one particular student, whereas for example for information is the average score of the entire class, that is collective meaningful data. Hope you can understand the difference between data and information. Now let's see the history of computers. Abacus was the first device. Charles Babbage first invented this mechanical computer. See this diagram, the history of computers. Computer languages is of three types: machine language, assembly language and high-level language. Machine language is the very lowest level of language. Only computers can understand. It can be represented by zeros and ones. Translator is useful for this conversion. And next comes middle level language, that is assembly language. Here mnemonic codes, that is symbols and letters are being used here. For example, add, sub, mul, etc. And assembler is the system software here. And the next comes the high level language, that is English like language. End users can easily understand. For example, C, C++, Java, Pascal, Python, etc. will come under this language. Compiler will help for this. This high level language is further divided into procedural language, function language, object oriented language, scripting language and so on. I am attaching a small video of the generation of computers from a technical museum for your better understanding. Generation of computers. According to this book, they have splitted the generation of computers into 6 types. Now let's see one by one. First generation, its period is from 1940 to 1956. The main component used here is vacuum tube, and here all the computers are very big in size. Here only machine language is used, that is zeros and ones. Human can't understand, only computers can able to understand. The next generation is, the period of the next generation is 1956 to 1964. Here transistors are being used. It is slightly smaller than the first generation. Here operating system concept is being used. And here machine language as well as assembly language are used. Next comes the third generation, 1964 to 1971. Integrated circuits, IC chips are being used here. The computers are being made very smaller here, and the bulky system are reduced in size. Here from third generation onwards, only high level languages are being used. And next comes the fourth generation. The period is 1971 to 1980, microprocessor era, that is VLSI chips are being used, that is very large scale integrated chips. It is much more smaller, much more faster. High level languages are only used here. And the fifth generation is 1980 till date. This is called ultra large scale integration chips, ULSI. Here parallel processing, AI concepts, everything are being introduced. High level language only. And the last one is sixth generation. It has to be in future we have to study this. And it's a new way of interacting with machines. In this generation, intelligent computers based on AI, that is artificial intelligence, will control. More emphasis on automation of work, quantum computing, nanotechnology, etc. will lead this generation. And we will see part 2 of this chapter, that is page 4 to 10, in the next video. Thank you.